on so I can see it.
We're live.
Hello.
Wants us to learn more.
Oh, it just
yeah,
is being really funky.
Guard our privacy. Sorry, I mean cheese. She just gave me cheese.
Don't talk about. So we're having some hot chocolate, and you can't just have hot chocolate because it's a carb. So you have to have some cheese with it, and we have carrots over here. So we have a vegetable and a protein and a thing, and
we're setting a good example.
We are.
I'm proud of us.
But don't talk with food in your mouth.
I chewed it. It's all taken care of. You folks have joined. This is great. We have a thumbs up. I don't know if that's because we're here, because we're eating cheese.
All right, I'm going to turn this on, and let me get in the shot here.
Florida Keys.
Oh, are you warm? Because we're not.
You know, I have never been to the Florida Keys. We may need to fix that one of these days.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I think that would be fun, just not during hurricane season.
And Kira's back. So you're gonna need to talk over there, sweetie.
I need to talk?
Yeah, you're gonna need to watch this.
Oh, okay. There.
So we're just gonna eat in front of them?
No. I'm just showing. I have visual aids.
Got it. So I'm just supposed to hold my cheese.
Okay. Hi, JJL Forge. Okay, Heather, I need to turn this way so I can actually see it.
Oh, the camera's okay.
The camera's fine. I just have to look over here so I can actually see. Hello, Dolly and Melissa from New Hampshire. You're cold. This is actually our second coldest day that we will have had. We're going to be 9 degrees tonight. And I can tell you right now, it's snowing and it's cold.
Yeah,
it's been ice. We had ice everywhere.
The day started cold, but not too bad, and it's getting colder as time goes on. So
I'll try really hard not to slurp. We're just trying to get our body temperature back up because we went out and did the animals. Some of us did.
Yeah, they're all happy now.
I was out.
Yeah.
So an update on the animals. We had taken all of the new chickens that we had gotten, that we had rescued, and we put them into pasture so they could go out on pasture in where the old pig place was with the pigs. And some of them were going out there.
Yep.
But the temperatures are so bad, and their house isn't correct yet, and they are miserable, just hold in a corner, just like.
Well, part of the problem, too, is with the water that we have for them, it can't stay.
Oh, yeah.
It freezes so fast that we had to get them to where we could keep more fresh water.
So for a couple of days, we picked them up, took them back over into the barn, and put them in a big pile of hay, and I think they're much happier there.
Yeah. For the pigs, I have to keep taking fresh water out every couple of hours so that they have water to drink. They've been up and down. I don't think they're going to do that going into dark time, and it is getting colder.
Yes, Dolly, you did inspire me. I have been looking up recipes all afternoon. And in fact, here's a ranch recipe that we're not thrilled with yet.
A ranch dressing.
Ranch dressing, and that we have carrots to dip into. So let me explain what we're going to talk about today. You can for sure ask your questions, but Dolly has asked for a recipe for ranch dressing and Thousand Island dressing that is a good dressing that tastes good, but that's still just not that thin vinaigrette. I grew up with an amazing Thousand Island recipe, which I can't find the recipe of, but I know most of it in my head. So I looked today online and found several that were pretty close, and I am going to be making it and putting it out there for you.
Is Brenda here?
I do not see Brenda.
Okay.
The coldest day so far, down to
who is this?
59.
Is this in the Florida Keys?
Is that where Heather is?
Is that 59 below? No, probably not. Probably you're somewhere that it doesn't get too cold.
59. Must be nice. But I know what the temperature is in the summer.
Yes.
Okay, so It's 19 in Washington now. 19. That's cold. Yeah, our son said it was snowing there. So, and the kids had two snow days in a row.
Well, I work with a lot of people from Utah, from the Salt Lake Valley, and they are telling me that yesterday was a snow day for the schools. They had a large amount of snow come down during the early morning hours and was continuing to come down throughout the morning. A lot of roads had not been plowed. Folks I was working with were joining the meeting from home because they couldn't even get out of the driveways. Schools were closed. Our son, who's there, tried to go somewhere and got his car stuck in the process of doing it. So it was a rough day there for sure.
C.A.&J Farms, Life Close to Nature. They dropped in to say hi and listen to us.
Okay, this is great.
Welcome. And our Vid UK, your kitchen looks great. Good job. And the new pigs are cute. You know, they're a lot smaller than they look on camera too. Don't you think? They're about 40 pounds, maybe 45.
Something like that. They're not really large pigs. At this point. They're little guys. I mean, they both fit in that carrier with no problems.
Yeah, we're not going to have, we'll have them a long time. They're our workers. I think I'll even give them names.
They're actually getting used to me.
We still don't know if the other one is a boy or a girl.
You know, I haven't bothered them much, but
Brenda's on.
They both look like females. So this is great. We're happy about that. Brenda, it may have been my fault that you weren't able to see the video. Like in the last 10 minutes, I had to change the link that had been on the message page because YouTube had given me a different ID for what we were going to do when we went live. I still haven't figured out how to schedule it ahead and be able to run it the way I want to. So
I like that. Anyway,
you probably had the old link and you were waiting on that. And guess what? We went to a different link. And so it was my fault. So you probably had it right. Sorry. I'm going to come up with a better way to do that. There's got to be a better way.
I like that Brenda says, hi, gratefuls. Guess who's on?
Okay. Okay.
So tomorrow we are having an excursion.
Yes.
The sun is shining and it will be cold. But
that's the plan. That's our plan. Hopefully the weatherman cooperates.
We are going to Baker's Creek and pick out our seeds that we want, that we don't have.
I'm going to brag for just a moment.
Okay.
Because I'm proud of me.
I know. I'm proud of him too.
Last week, our truck started making some sounds, and I wasn't happy with the sounds. And then this week, they got worse, a lot worse. And so they had me a little bit concerned, and we were wanting to make this trip over to, a couple-hour trip over to Baker's Creek, very concerned about doing that. And in fact, the day that it got worse, we needed to go down a little bit south of Springfield, and we borrowed somebody's pickup to do that for picking up the pigs. So I was concerned, did some research, and as it turns out, for the kinds of sounds I was hearing, the problem wasn't as serious as it sounds. The fix was not expensive and was something that I could do. So I removed, we went and bought a new one, but I removed the serpentine belt, pulled the old one off, put the new one on. Now that's tricky for those of you
in about a half an hour.
It's you need 4 hands. Yeah, there's just so many places it's all got to be at the same time. But I got it on right. Started it up, sounds gone. They have not come back. I am so pleased. I was worried that we were going to have to replace some major component in there, and I was not looking forward to that. So anyway, at this point, our trip to Baker's Creek, now we can use our vehicle without any problems.
We are also going on to Peterson's Feed, which is in Mountain Grove.
The place where we bought the chicken and the pig feed last
because they make
August,
up special
September.
feed for us that doesn't have soy in it, has fish meal instead, and they're making up several bags just
They've
for
had,
us.
For a local company in Missouri where the norm is soy and GMO products, just because it's common. This is a company that's been listening to they're small. They've been listening to the
people,
customers, and they've we're able to source fish meal instead of the soy. And so it's a little more expensive. It's not that bad.
Way less than
but they're very
scratch your head.
small. And they mill everything down pretty fine into a mash. That's the typical way a lot of people buy it. But we told them, hey, we want whole grain as much as possible.
So we can
cracking the
ferment
corn is fine. And they said, no problem. We can bag that for you. Now, if you do larger quantities, you can get lower prices and they can deliver in bulk and so on. But they're going to bag it for us. So we're going to go pick up a couple of bags. It'll be fantastic.
I'm going to catch up.
Way behind.
Lois is on.
Hey, Lois.
And let's see. It's warm here sitting out with the hens until I put them up for the night. That's Christy Bates. And
where's Christy?
Christy Betts. She's on here a lot.
What? I was asking about her geography.
Oh. Okay. Where are you, Christy? Let's see. Are you guys going to get turkeys? Wait, there was a question before that I wanted to answer. Oh, it was Dolly. She said she went and got seeds and her budget is now jelly. I think I can identify.
Yeah, that's kind of what we anticipate.
We wiggle it.
Now's the time to get the seeds.
You wiggle it.
Whatever else may be going on. So, yeah.
Okay. And then Jen hasn't ever been to Baker's Creek. So
does she want us to stop by and pick her up?
No, she's past it.
Okay. Come there and meet us. That would be great.
Okay. Eddie wants to know if we're getting turkeys. The answer is yes. Have we talked about where or when? No. But we absolutely will be getting turkeys because turkey is so good. And we love turkeys. They are just the sweetest animals.
That said, if our friend doesn't move, he tends to raise turkeys and he doesn't sell them at a very high price.
I thought he wasn't raising them anymore.
Oh, he's going to stop raising them?
I think we have to find that out.
Okay. Because his price, we couldn't
There's no way.
buy them and feed them for as low as he sells them for. Yeah. So, although, maybe that's a good question. Maybe he's not feeding them as well as we would. We hadn't really talked that through.
I know.
I'm sure he's feeding them good, but not what we would.
Not on camera.
Well, no, he knows what he's doing. So
yeah. Austin is on. He says he'll stop by and give us money to take to Baker's Creek to get them
that's
seeds.
Right. They want
need seeds.
Absolutely. No problem.
Okay. Vid UK says, I ordered some today. So some of them are rather expensive. Yes, they are. So you ordered... I was on their site today. They send all over the world. So
is Vid UK saying they ordered from Baker's Creek or from somewhere else?
I think they ordered from Baker's Creek.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And
well, that said, Jen, Baker's Creek could be a great homeschool excursion.
It would.
Very educational, truly.
Okay, I got to catch up. She may be saying that. Okay, so Kier says, Kier says, serpentine belts hardly ever give you any warning. This is true.
Yeah, just one day it starts squeaking.
Yep. So anyway.
And that said, with the serpentine belt, I took the old one, which hadn't broken, folded it up, put it back in the package, and it's now in my toolkit in the car. So, and I've got the right size socket, everything there. So if the one we have ever breaks, we can at least put this one on so we can get home.
Honey, it wouldn't break for 100,000 miles. We're going to carry it in the car.
Something could happen. I'm just saying it's like a spare tire.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's what they say.
Okay.
So we're doing it.
Dolly wants to know if we're making a video from Baker's Creek. Absolutely.
From or about?
From the... Well, not live. We're making one while we're there.
Okay, so it's about.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Or we could just do it live and you can all tell us what you want us to get. No. Zany May is on. Yay. Oh, and Christy is from Alabama.
Okay.
Renda, which seeds are you most excited about? Well, we are buying peanuts for the first time.
I gotta say, I'm excited about the peanuts. I love nuts. I love peanuts.
We're getting two different kinds, the red ones and the nuts.
And I've never even seen them growing. So to grow them ourselves, wow, this is It's an adventure.
And we are getting goji berries.
Yes.
We got to eat goji berries for the first time this week. We went to Sprouts up in Kansas City, and they had a little container of organic goji berries. Dried, yeah. They were very good. And we can get them, the seeds. We can plant them from seeds. And so that's what we're going to do. We don't know how long it will take for them to grow.
A while.
But we have a while. So we're going to plant them.
Yeah.
Y'all know my philosophy about going to school. I can be 5 years older with a degree or 5 years older without. So I can be a few years without goji berries or a few years with them.
Yep.
There you go. Hi from the Lake of the Ozarks. Oh, you're very close to us.
just north of us.
Ken, we may need to meet. And Me Gardener has some of the same varieties, and they are cheaper than Baker's Creek.
Really?
Though I do love Baker's Creek. Yeah.
You know, the question I always ask, having come from Oregon, where seeds are very localized, is from a...
Well, not all of Baker's Creeks are local. They get them a lot of different places. Yeah.
So, and that's something you have to watch for. If you get a variety that's not going to make it in your climate, it doesn't matter what price you paid, they're not going to make it in your climate. So you have to be sure of that.
Tamara says, seeds are addicting. Love getting the new order of seeds, have them spread out all over the kitchen table. So much fun. It's like Christmas for gardeners.
Yes. Just imagining what that garden's going to look like with all those seeds.
Do we feed the chickens the same as the pigs? No, but close.
The same time?
Same feed, I think.
Oh, yeah, there's some differences.
They're going to be... I know that you cannot feed the goats what you feed the pigs, because the pig's food has something in it that goats can't have.
It is a different formula, and the protein
I have to look at it and see. We'll let you know on that.
And some of the grains are different. Yeah, we ought to get the full breakdown. I just know it was different. I can't remember the details of the differences.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I know there were a lot of people were concerned about us using the fish meal as opposed to the soy, that our chicken would taste like fish,
or
the pigs
pork,
would taste,
and it doesn't at all.
No, it's just they do this magical thing in their stomachs, and they digest it, and they turn it into the right enzymes and everything.
So Vid UK put what he got on there, what the seeds that he got: tall Swedish soup pea house dwarf cherry tomatoes, Lata very early red tomatoes. I can't pronounce all these. Omnivec hot peppers, Czar runner beans, Greek giant soup runner beans, Jacob cattle gold bush beans, drying beans. Cool.
Wow, nice selection.
Okay, that's awesome. Are we getting ducks? Yes.
You know, we've had that discussion, and you know, it's an absolutely
we've never had them.
For why?
Because we know that they can go in your garden and eat the bugs without destroying your garden. If anybody wants to tell us different, please do.
We've been told that that's what will happen. You turn them loose, they get the bugs. They don't get the garden. So for doing that, we need to have a pond that they can get access to, and a little bit of safety too. So because we have to be careful. We have a stream that flows through, and ponds that they might run away to.
Yeah, we're a little worried about that.
We're going to have to keep them contained so that they...
Not contained, but kind of contained. Grateful Sunite says, my dad grew peanuts one year. Our dog loved chewing up the plants after harvesting them.
I'm sure the pigs would probably love as we pick that. That would be great. Okay.
Yes, I don't think peanuts would grow here. Yeah, we're excited to see peanuts grow. Do you save tomato seeds? That's the way you get seeds that are more true. We did save tomato seeds in Oregon. I have several packets of seeds that people gave me as going away gifts in Oregon that are all wrapped up. So I know he wants to really get into the seed saving.
This last year,
This was a whirlwind.
it didn't happen, but yes, especially if we end up with some that we select that are just fantastic. We really love them. Yeah, we're going to be saving them. You know, we should have thought about that with the beans that you had, those
What beans?
that we grew.
I have a bunch of them.
You saved them?
Saved what? No, we ate those.
That's what I'm saying.
But I have a bunch more.
Okay, we have a lot. But the point is to keep them true.
Yeah.
If you harvest them, and that's probably a little less expensive if you can do that.
Oh.
A lot less expensive, actually.
Grateful Sunlights planted 2 mulberry trees and 2 maha trees. Don't know what those are.
Maha.
I need to get the raspberries planted and the Utah pomegranates. Wow, 99 cents is cheap for organic. I must have missed what that one was talking about up there. Okay, for ducks, does your creek run year round? Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it does.
At least we're told it does.
And our pond is there too.
And we're, what, a month and a half away from having seen it for a whole year, and it's been running the whole time.
And Jen, I know that you walked up when you were visiting us, you walked up and saw our pond, and it was just this mucky, yucky, horrible thing. It's all clear and beautiful now.
And it's much more full right now.
Yeah, it's really much bigger. We want to get down there and clean the perimeter, but
yeah.
We need help, which brings us to the second topic.
Yeah, it does. It does bring us to the title topic for today. Now this is a twist on it that it was. Is it Lois?
Lois, and she's on here.
Something that they're doing on their homestead is they have the ability to. It's set up for campers to come. And I don't know how all they use that, but one of the ways they are going to be using that is to have
talking about it, brainstorming.
They're brainstorming, and we love the idea is to set up some campsites. People can come in and camp for some number of days, whatever, 1, 2, 5, whatever it might be, in exchange for doing work in your farm, homestead, garden, whatever you may have, and you're providing them a campsite.
And we're like, well, we have plenty of room to put campsites up.
I mean, the concern about having cabins
full of ideas.
Yeah, the concern, we don't have the cabins, we don't have all that facility right now, but to set up for a campsite, don't know legally what we'd have to do for that. We'll have to find out those details, but that becomes very feasible, at least during the time of year when it's good weather. So, yeah, that's something we could set up. Love the idea, and that way, for those times when we need help, we could have help, but also get to know people. I mean, campers are typically great people, and folks who want to actually work on a homestead and work for a place to camp would be fantastic people. So, okay, we got to be cautious. I get it. We're going to have to do that. But we can meet some wonderful people and develop some great friendships. And in the process, maybe learn some things about techniques we've never seen before, and definitely get some help on projects we need help on.
Yeah, so we like that idea. I want to say hi to a few people. Little Creek Homestead, hello. Ecocentric Homestead, and one more that was just on here. Green Gables came on. Oh, there was one I missed. My Ron is full of ideas, Lois said. Double trouble. I'm so excited to hear these ideas. When we just start sitting down and brainstorming, it's so exciting to come up with different ways that you can get help. I did speak with someone this week who, one of our viewers, who said that she worked 5 hours a week for a CSA share of produce. And
was that 5 hours during the CSA season?
You
weren't sure.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I asked her, did you work that every week? And she said, yes, she worked every Monday from 7 a.m. to noon. And she got free vegetables for that. And I thought,
and she learned a lot about
it. And she said she learned how to grow food, not just garden.
Yeah.
I think that's the way she said it.
What she said?
Yeah.
Makes
not just
sense.
plant or something like that.
Yeah.
So we all can learn so many things from each other. How did the pond get better? Brenda wants to know.
Lots of water. It's still,
and it's not so hot.
Once it stops raining and it gets hot, it's going to go back to what it was. But what this has shown us is that if we can divert more water to it, it can be full. And if we'll do some cleanup and get some of the, there's a lot of down timber and just messy stuff that are around the edge. If we clean that up, yeah, during the summer, it's going to be a problem. And so what we'll do, I imagine, I don't know a lot about keeping care of ponds, but to put some aeration in there, something that's going to be actually pumping the water and adding air into it, oxygen, then if we can do those things, that helps on some of that stagnation that it tends to do.
So Little Creek wants to know how we are.
How we are.
How are you two tonight?
Oh, like a sunny day at the beach. It's cold here, though.
It's really cold, but this is what we decided. I didn't feel well last night for some reason. I thought I was going to be getting sick, and I prayed it away. And
for those of you who exercise with Regenerate, Don't Degenerate, that's why she wasn't there. She was still feeling a little off. And
so today, and then by midday, I was feeling really good, and I went, whoa. So after this meeting with our dear friends, we're going in the kitchen, which we haven't touched in a week and a half.
She promised we wouldn't have to. We haven't. Well, we've cooked. Okay, you've cooked. Oh,
yeah, I'm at
we've washed
remodeled.
Dishes. Yes.
So we're going to go in and say, okay, what's next? What do we need to do to fine tune it to start getting more done? So that's what we're doing afterwards. We're doing really well, actually, really well.
Yeah.
Okay. Linda Gaber, Gaber, Linda.
Gaber.
Hi. I am so bad at pronouncing these.
That's okay.
You should be sitting here.
Hey, your name's Rinda. Everybody mispronounces that.
Our plan for fall is to come and visit.
Who's this?
Lois.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes. We have several people coming. And so we really need to get it so that we can have a guest room, if nothing else.
Yeah, we got to figure that out.
Oh my goodness. We're so excited.
About?
I don't even know their names. We have these dear people who emailed us. So it was private. They live less than an hour from us.
Same town that her grandpa was in, great-grandpa.
Great-great-grandpa.
Oh, great-great-grandpa.
And ask us if there was anything we could do because they have construction experience. And they are actually stopping by here on Monday to look at our attic and what we want to do, the rooms that are up there, and give us an idea of what we need to do. And we're thrilled. We're thrilled.
Yeah, those of you who watch, you may remember some of the discussions we had with Ben and Meg Holler as we were looking at it. We're pretty sure that it's not a weight-bearing wall. Most of the joists on there were swinging. There were a few that weren't, and so we've opted to leave those up. We've looked, and it's some funny construction stuff. So professional advice is going to be very welcome. Okay, so Dolly wants to know if our goat midwife kit is put together. We actually took the hour webinar a couple of nights ago from Deborah Neiman, who is offering a birthing course right now. We haven't signed up for it just because we can't sign up for everything. But she gave the kit of what we're supposed to put together, and it was good. So the answer is we know what should be in the kit. No, we do not, but we know what should be in it, and we've got to get the stalls made still. So yeah. So it's time for us to get vigorous on that. I mean, and I may go ahead and take the course just because we're newbies at this, and she's been doing it for 20 years. Oh, you're live. Did that just start again? Okay, help me. There we go. Hi. Okay, started it. I mean, stopped it, started it. I think we got it. Okay. Wait, we're back. Yeah, I'm not sure what went on. Our phone kind of paused, and we beat it into submission. Usually it comes back, but it didn't. So. Oh man, I just feel like we're in the dark 19th ages. Century sometimes. Only they didn't even have this. So. Yeah. So sorry. Okay, I still want to know where the person was that has 80 degrees. Well, they're further south of us than most people are.
All right. I know we lost some people.
Yep. It's too bad.
That's sorry.
Good old internet. Who knows what's going on?
All right.
Struggling.
All right, guys. I guess it's still buffering. Okay.
There we go. It's back.
This is what happens when you live in the country during bad weather.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Yeah. Anyway. So sorry. Europe is ahead of the U.S. on fiber optics. Jim's sister has lived in the country her entire life, and they just got it this year. They went straight down their driveway, which is 2 miles long, and put it to them. We were shocked.
Yeah.
Because it is in the middle of nowhere in Colorado.
Yeah, it's out there a bit. So I remember when they had party lines, everybody on their road were on the same phone line.
We're snowing, Jen. And windy. So that's what our storm is right now.
Yeah.
So anyway. Okay.
What else? We had...
I don't want to just...
Well, it's going to record a little bit, so that's fine. So the other topic was?
Oh, it was simple. It was dressing and seeds and living.
Okay, so we got it.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. Our storming, yes, we have a party line growing up. Imagine that now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
When we lived in Oregon as a child, I lived there. Now you pick up the phone and you have, somebody's on it.
And now you don't even have that in your own house.
No.
Everybody
has their own phone.
Just amazing the differences.
Let's see. Okay, me either for watching now. So Jim, let's see. Okay, me either says 4 watching now. So Jim, you called. Oh, we only have 8 watching.
It's okay.
Okay.
They're important.
We're black on Little Creeks and though.
Well, we did a refresh on our computer and it came back.
So anyway, just know that we are looking at all different kinds of ways and things. Oh, I talked about that she did 5 hours. That's what I was talking about. So this person did 5 hours a week for 1 share of produce. I know I'm backwards, but that's where we were at.
Yep.
And I thought that was a pretty amazing thing to do. So between campers and people getting produce from us, that's a good way to get workers too.
Great community builder. So
we have several people who have talked to us about being single and coming here. Almost, I would have to say all but one are women. And apparently there are a lot of us women out there who want a homestead. And so we haven't decided yet what to do with that. And I know, Lois, you've had several people. I think almost all of yours were single, maybe one couple. And that's okay. It's okay.
And we also had some other homesteaders. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell us that if we had folks who wanted to come and we didn't use them, to send them their way, because they're
looking for the same thing, and they're on the other side of Missouri, near St. Louis, below St. Louis.
So I think there's a lot of folks who, like us, are realizing that there are tasks and quantities of tasks that are a little bit beyond our grasp, and a few more hands could make a big difference. And there are many people who are willing.
Jen wants to know if we're ready for ducks because she's got 3.
Ducks are easy in some ways.
Maybe we're not. You need to tell us.
We can get ready for ducks pretty easy.
Someone wanted an update on the greenhouse, the high tunnel.
Ooh.
We do too.
We actually stopped by the office today, and our contact person was not there today. So we left
a message, a written message for them to get back with us. We wanted to give them about a week and a half to catch up on paperwork because we know that they were super behind on things with being closed down for all that month. So we do not know the answer yet. So We'll let you know as soon as we know.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Brenda says, girl power.
Yeah.
Oh, Little Creek, thank you. Sammy, she loves our channel.
Ah, great. Thank you.
Let's see. Don't freeze.
Yeah.
Kayak Campbells. What are Kayak Campbells? Are they a type of duck?
Was that what that is?
I don't know.
Okay. Who's saying that?
Dolly, what are they? I don't know.
And the reason I was saying ducks are easy, I know they can handle almost any temperature.
Oh, they are ducks. And Dolly is in Washington State.
Okay.
Somebody asked.
Somebody's asking. Okay.
Yeah.
So ducks can handle pretty cold temperatures without too much trouble. I mean, they thrive in it apparently. So
Campbell
easier
ducks
to
are
provide.
easy, exceptionally good of egg layers.
Oh, okay.
And grateful. Jen says we just started with ducks in September, and they aren't escape artists like the chickens.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a lot more limited. They're not as mobile, although they can fly better, some of them.
Yeah. We have a big pond behind us. It was part of the land that we ended up not buying, and it's about an acre. And there are geese, lots of
come and go to
Canadian
that all the time.
geese that live there.
There were actually some babies there last year. So little goslings.
Sunshine Farms, hello.
So, but there are ducks in our future for sure.
So what kind of ducks do you have, Jen? Too bad you aren't ready. I have a lovely trio of buffs. Well, maybe we'll stop by.
We need to do some research, because our need isn't there yet. So
this is the problem. We have collected how many animals in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, you have to be wise about what you're doing and not overextend. And that's ducks are easy, although it would be a total separate set of
Kayak
things.
Campbells is the ones that people are saying are the best ones.
Best
khaki, like I'm saying
not
kayak. No, they don't kayak. Khaki Campbells.
Okay.
How is the kitchen cabinet painting going? It was supposed to be painted today because we were going to have some people come over. And then when I wasn't feeling well, I had to cancel it. I did the primer on them last night, and then I was going to get them painted today, but maybe it will be Saturday now.
Okay.
For the cabinets. It's like I say, we haven't done anything on it for a week and a half. So, but that's what we're going to decide when we're done here.
Yeah, which tasks are first, and we're going to start shelves and finish on the window and cabinet.
What we can't
doors.
decide on is the backsplash, because you can spend $350 on your tiny little backsplash, and we just don't have that. So
yeah,
Khaki Campbell's would be my first choice if I should have predator. If I was sure about predator control. Got a fox the other day. Ducks go after slugs, which can kill sheep. And
it's reconnecting. It's back. That's weird. Our app, it just shut down.
It says we're closing.
So we did the resume. Despite the difficulty of using the desktop and the funny things we have to do,
at least it doesn't
do this.
Okay, so we won't use the phone anymore.
We keep trying to find what can work the best, and everything seems to have some kind of weird problem.
Like somebody said, internet, country internet. But I think we will go ahead and close down. Thank you, everyone, for joining us and having a lively conversation. And now I need to see what we can do about getting Khaki Campbell ducks.
We need to get ready for ducks. that's my takeaway.
So I'm going to go do some research on them. If that many people say that they're the duck to have, then that's
and we need
good.
to finish our thinking through on what do we need to do to be ready for ducks, because we truly.
Oh, Denise just got on. So anyway, bummed I missed it. Sorry, guys.
Hey, thanks for joining. We really appreciate it. It's lots of fun, and it's a great community.
We love you.
Really love this
Thanks.
community.
Bye-bye.
Bye.